Okay, this is Ask Andy, the Ask Andy show. I've been traveling nonstop for 16 plus years and 90 countries. I'm in Vilcabamba, Ecuador, and I got some plants in my background. I'm trying to think they're house plants, right? But they're actually growing in the Parque Central here. Okay, Kathyrn, D. Dear Andy, isn't Vilcabamba a longevity hotspot? I remember reading something about ancient long-living people that were supposedly found in or near Vilcabamba. What do you know about this? Take care. Yes, this is nicknamed the Valley of Longevity. It's got a lot of nicknames. I'm going to call it the Mecca of hallucinogens because there's a lot of people doing hallucinogens here. But it is definitely Loha and things. This is really a difficult thing, and I've been reading and reading. There's even I showed it. There's a sign over here that shows it's like supposedly a research place for longevity, and I haven't found that here. There's definitely the expats here. Majority of them are sort of in one way or another trying to be healthy. They're from vegans to vegetarians to eating raw food to whatever. So everybody here is doing it. I've read a lot about this, and there seems to be the water that's coming in out of the mountains seems to have a lot more minerals. I guess a National Geographic guy discovered stuff. So if you want to read about this, just get on wikipedia.org and search for Vilcabamba, Ecuador, and it'll go into great detail explaining about this thing. And there's also this thing that maybe it's just a mythical thing because they've actually interviewed people that suddenly kept getting older, right? I haven't, I keep looking for older people here, but there's not that many locals walking around. I do know one old guy around the corner. I was thinking about asking him how old, but I did meet this Carmelita yesterday that said her aunt was 140. But I mean, anybody that's 100 years old, often they don't even know what year they were born, because it wasn't always as important as we think. But I haven't met any Centaurians or whatever you call them. And I haven't found a place for study, but there's been numerous people that have came here and written books about books or studies or done stuff. And I do think it's a much healthier place, and I think it's possible they live, but like Carmelita was telling me last night, there used to be that everybody was carrying their wood. They ate a lot of grains, and they ate a lot of fruits and vegetables, and they didn't eat much meat. Okay, and then they got a lot of exercise because they did it. And she says now, they're saying that you need to drink the water out of the river down the hill here. And then you need to do your normal up and down the hill, carrying wood. She said Lena, carrying wood up and down the hill. And I think that the times of 100 plus years, if there ever was one, are gone. Now, whether it's real or not real shouldn't be the issue. The question should really be, is this place a healthier place than probably where you're living? I mean, there's hardly any cars in the city here, guys. This air is pure as can be. There's hardly any dust in the air. Like Africa, I had a problem with dust getting on my face and getting in the pores of my skin. I feel healthier than I've ever felt in a long time. This reminds me so much of Lake Atlan in Guatemala. The weather is exactly the same. And there is no strain on the system fighting between you don't have that really, really cold weather, you don't have that really, really hot weather. These things both break down the skin, I think. And so right here you're going to have people living a lot longer facially in a lot of ways because they're not fighting any of the elements. I think it's trying to rain. I don't know what it's doing. But it rains a lot, so you get a lot of water for your skin, right? So there's a lot of moisture in the air, and so it by far is a healthier spot than most places on the planet. I think walking outside in the cold weather and letting your skin almost freeze is bad for you. I think totally burning your skin is probably bad for you. I think getting sunshine on your skin is good for you. but getting too much sunshine where it just bakes you. But it's really the elements that are in the air. So in the air there's you know, car fumes, and there's this particular stuff all around the air that's pollutions, right? So there's very few pollutions because they can't get beyond the mountains into this valley, and there's no industry here to create any kind of thing, and there's just not enough cars to really yet. There's going to be a lot of cars here because all the gringos come and they buy cars. Okay, so. But it is definitely, I'm going to keep updating this as I understand more about it. Now, one of the great things about being here on the ground is these things keep improving. My knowledge keeps improving. But it's generally overall, yes, it's considered one of the places where you can live the longest. And I think, but almost anybody could do that if they didn't drive a car all the time and kept walking. Okay, but you know, I live in a small town of Orland, so it's just about like this place, guys. This is from an environment point of view. There's not that many cars, and there's not that much pollution, and there's no factories and stuff really, and it's really clean, and so it's outside, and it's a very similar place to my hometown in Orland, Indiana. But walking as opposed to driving a car, there's probably your solution to living a long time. And you know, because truthfully, if you're fat, it's really kind of difficult to walk 5 or 10 miles a day. But I will return to this Kathyrn as probably 3 or 4 times during the next. I'm going to be here till August 6th. This is like, I don't know, June 15th or something, 14th. And I don't know. I don't really pay attention. But there's the thing is too, I'm not stressed out. I don't know what the thing is. So surely I'm happier and I live longer because I don't have any stressors. I have no routines. I do anything I want to do. What a life. I live in Paraíso. La vida de mío es paraíso. My life is paradise because I chose my life. Okay, Andy Graham, living a life less normal. And this is the Ask Andy. Send your questions on longevity or anything you want to know about anywhere on the planet.